fire. It's the liver. That's what they call it. All right. I don't make the rules.
It's still alive in every cemetery on the planet. Everyone buried still has a fully functioning liver.
It's alive, ain't it? Drink it.
The only way to actually kill a liver is to burn it.
That's right.
That's right. That's why people eat liver and onions.
You gotta
because they
steak
gotta
it.
keep the population down.
That's right. Yeah, you can't have that.
Manage it, or else they'll just go out of control.
Oh, you have
Keep
no
growing
idea.
like Tetsuo from Akira.
Exactly.
Just a mass of flesh
Huge.
and machines just all taking over Tokyo, Tokyo. All an allegory for Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
That's right. There you go.
That's what livers are.
Every liver.
Livers are the fat man and little boy of the body.
Liver, please. Tyler Perry presents. Liver, please.
Chris loves to dance on the edge, doesn't he?
It does, especially when we're live.
Right on, dancing on the edge of it. I love it. There's unabashedness. You got to keep the show edgy. We got to keep up with Howard Stern and Joe Rogan viewers.
I want people to miss me when I'm gone.
Yeah, exactly right.
He's doing this for you.
This is for you, audience.
Where are you going to find your borderline racist jokes?
That's right.
When I'm not around.
Yeah.
Borderline.
Borderline.
Borderline
Over
is the
the borderline.
It's the key word. Borderline.
That's right.
Chris's jokes are so risque and borderline that Trump is trying to put a wall around him.
Right after he retweets them.
That's right. Got to retweet
Right.
first.
First he retweets Chris, and then he wants to cancel him.
Very smart, very intelligent, great entrepreneur, terrible person, worst
worst
thing
deal
that's ever happened.
Chris is the worst
It's a
deal.
terrible deal.
That's right.
Whatever. America's never had a worse deal.
before. People have made a lot of jokes around me. A lot of jokes, but really funny jokes. Some of the funniest jokes they say. I don't know how you made such a funny joke. I've never heard such a joke like that in my life.
It's the prototype for egomania, right? It's the only other person who's ever portrayed themselves with that much narcissism is Kanye West.
That's right. Exactly right. Yep.
That's probably why they get along. Or got
That is,
along.
yeah, he loved
Right.
it.
Just briefly. Yeah.
He was all MAGA for a bit.
Of
And
course.
he was like, well, hold on, that's not all about me.
Didn't he say something about how like slavery wasn't that bad too?
Yeah. Right. It's like, come on. We need to get over this.
Oh,
Slavery was fine. I'm black. I can say that. Trump's like, well, I don't know.
That is, this one I'm actually going to stay away from. I am racist, but
Yeah. What do you think about that, Donald?
what was that?
Well, I got my vaccine. And I'm all right. I think you should
Pretty
get
good.
them. I think you should get them. Yeah, right.
Free choice.
I think everybody should get their vaccines. All right. No. I got it. I'm okay.
Free will.
I'm
free
fine.
will.
Free will's good. Should all make your own choices.
You have the
that.
choice. I decided to make the choice.
But no abortions. Gays can't be anywhere aside from in their homes.
I don't want them at the grocery store.
right.
I don't want them at the
I
library.
want to see them
Oh my God.
anywhere.
There's a stand-up joke from the guy. You ever seen Bob's Burgers?
Mhm.
Seen that show? You know the guy who does Tina's voice?
Yeah.
Like a stand-up comic. My favorite joke of his, he said, I'm not normally religious, but when I was on an airplane and we had a lot of turbulence, and I immediately wanted to start taking away rights from gay people. That's so fucking good.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
He's the driest. You will love him, Matt, because
Yeah.
he's got the driest fucking and one-liner deliveries. Like all of his jokes are something that you would tell.
That's perfect.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, I'll have to check that
His
out.
name is Dan Mintz.
Dan Mintz.
Yep,
There
Dan
you go.
Mintz.
It's on the record now, so I won't forget.
Y'all
He's
know.
like a super. If I remember correctly, he looks like a super nerdy BJ Novak.
Yes, he does. Yes,
Oh, okay.
it's a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
That's that in my head. That's a.
He's got this real low energy, very like soft spoken, quiet
I
kind of
enjoy
like. But the shit he says, oh my God! He said one of his jokes is one of his jokes is like, I've heard women really like scars, but when I slash this girl's face, that's the end of the joke. God Almighty!
That's it.
This show is all a commercial for.
It's just a commercial
Dan
for
Mentz's.
Yeah, everything else.
For, yep. For Dan Flashes.
Dan Flashes.
Tuna can.
I
As
was wondering,
usual.
did you get the one? I think it's from the Spectrum skit, but I think it's right. I forget where he says it, but he's just like, this fucking world's so fucked up.
No.
It is from the
Yeah.
Spectrum TV, Corn
Yeah.
Cop TV.
Yeah,
it's like
I have to harvest. I have to harvest
between
them.
some other stuff.
I still have to get.
world's so fucked up.
I still got to get a good doctor one here.
Oh,
I have the.
Calm down. They're old ones. They don't stay babies forever, idiot. Fucking
stupid asshole.
All under his breath.
That's a stupid asshole.
That might be
Into
the
a mic under its breath.
that may be the most well crafted sketch in
Yeah.
all of I Think You Should.
Probably.
It is pretty. Pretty
Between the fact that it debuts with him singing the pomp
right.
and all of the like mania, and then there's like it's the
112
112 annual, and that sets up for the joke later in the
Right,
bit.
exactly. It's perfect.
Oh my god, every moment is like there's no moment wasted in that.
No.
Yeah,
No, it's perfect.
It's perfection.
It's good. All right, let's start the
Yeah,
show.
let's actually record. But as per usual, if
Yeah,
you're
now
here
that
early,
we're done, we've got two.
You got
we've
all the
got
best
two.
parts.
Juan's here early. Juan!
Juan, what's up?
Juan!
Chris,
Yes,
Chris
thank
is
God.
back,
Welcome
and
back.
Chris is
He's-
alive.
He's
Yes,
clamoring
he is.
for it
Yeah.
because we didn't come on.
That's true.
We weren't
Yeah,
on last
yeah.
time.
We're 14 minutes. What do you mean we weren't on last
Oh,
time?
we did a show last week.
Yeah, it was a week
where we
before.
missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
week before that we missed.
And Chris hasn't been here for.
That's right.
Forever.
He's
Quite a
been
few.
dead. He's back.
Yeah.
All right, let's start the show.
Yeah, let's begin.
Shut the fuck up and start the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then... Wait! What does that do? Did that blow your mind? That just happened. This corner weighing in at 180 pounds. Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
bunch of fucking amateurs. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay then. Hail to the king, David.
Fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay.
Everybody, welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt.
And illegal Chris.
Illegal Chris is back from his alien nation, and he has illegitimately crossed the border back into the studio.
Yeah.
Chris is here. He's alive. We were preparing for Thanksgiving dinner. We had to remove a little bit of that salt seal that we had around the door to keep his spirit out. And God damn it, if he didn't pop right back into
Took
his
a
body.
running leap.
Yep.
He's like the herpes of an interdimensional creature. You
It's
can't
a
get rid
terrible
of him.
thing. Luckily, now I have a little bit more room in my closet now that his body's reanimated. So
And
true.
technically, I
grateful
barely,
for that.
I barely exist in 2 states right now.
There you go. There you go. That's what it's all about. Just keeping your presence to a minimum, it's constantly on the move, like a bar of soap, just slipping and sliding all over the world.
You better believe they're still going to make you pay taxes, though.
Oh, of course, there's no
Oh,
getting around that.
That hasn't stopped.
No getting around that.
No, the issue is that I haven't been able to locate my birth certificate for a while, which I think I had
Oh.
mentioned to you guys.
Oh, right.
in practice or whatever. But yeah, so back at the I think 2 weeks into August, I was trying to get my address changed to the new Maryland address,
Right.
and they require my birth certificate, which I couldn't find,
Okay.
and so I ordered one like the following week,
Sure.
and I still haven't gotten it.
Your birth certificate is just formality because you've always been around, right? You're as eternal as the universe.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Somebody
It's
had
just-
to put a
it's-
number on
It's
it.
just
Right.
paperwork. Yeah. Yeah.
He appears to be this age. We're going to mark
Yeah.
him down to being that old.
Yeah. It's like Ellis Island all over again.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, what's your name? Chris. Let's
Is
see.
it Chris or Peter? Oh, which one was it? No, Chris.
Claire Smithers. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Even the ethereal are taxed.
How old are you? 8? All right.
The IRS is the most interdimensional being of all.
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
right.
It can
Yeah, they-
reverses all dimensions.
That's right. Exactly right. You put that much pressure on any agency and they spread into other dimensions immediately, especially
like-
government.
Did
you
you
just want to
see?
make sure you stay out of the actual IRS
Yeah.
dimension because it's literally just black and white in there.
It's
And
nothing.
It's like an old
it's like
Twilight Zone
Smallville.
episode.
Yeah.
6 years of paperwork just to get in.
Yeah.
10
Yeah, of
years to
course.
get out.
Of course it is. Yeah.
You're sticking it out. It's like that show Loki. You guys watch that show?
No.
No, I haven't.
Oh man, it's very Twilight Zone-esque,
Right.
kind of like this weird bureaucracy,
Mhm.
this old 50s bureaucracy that takes place. That's the way the IRS I feel like is.
Mm.
It is completely out of time in,
Mhm.
in and of itself, and it's all bureaucratic and paperwork.
Of course.
Nothing's digital.
No. No,
They don't have
no.
anything digital.
No,
Probably-
nothing's
they're probably still
digitized.
using the what the fuck?
Abacus.
Yeah,
An abacus, yeah, absolutely right. Sliding those little beads around. That's that summarizes most of their agenda for the year and coming millennium.
That's why we have to do all the work.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly right. Exactly. They're
You got to
like,
be a special kind of person to want to work in the IRS, right? You
I'd
gotta
say
be,
so.
You,
Like
you
you
have to
want-
be
like you-
vindictive and very meticulous.
right.
Yeah, like you managed to bend the rules when you were in school to be the hall monitor all year long.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's exactly the type of person.
I weigh every bag of Doritos before I open them. And I have pre-filled out stationery to go straight to the board of directors at Doritos.
I once bought
And I have sent many.
a can of mixed nuts from Planters, and I made sure that there was less than 50% peanuts. In there.
Believe me, I separated them out into 8 separate bowls. Three kinds of nuts, 8 bowls. Because you got to get the shapes, the whole ones, the half ones. You
Yeah.
never know. It's all part of the mix, and that's the important thing. You got to
And
remember.
I got my money back.
Oh, believe me, those four cashews didn't get past me.
Yeah,
All right.
1.02%. That's over 50 in my.
And
book.
I have a nut allergy, so it really has been an interesting adventure. But let me tell you, somebody's got to take them to task. You know, you have to hold them accountable somewhere.
This is the exact type of person who will work for the IRS.
Absolutely.
You guys are describing the personality perfectly. There's someone who derives some kind of a sick pleasure from determining the most annoyingly meticulous shit
Yes.
imaginable. I mean, finances themselves are just hardly anyone knows how to do it. That's why, like, the majority of America lives paycheck to paycheck. Right?
Yeah. It's all spreadsheets.
Right. It's all Excel.
We didn't pay attention to the formulas.
We don't know.
Sum equals plus minus C4 it is
I don't
H4. I don't know. Whatever it is.
Whatever's dead, I'll just take that.
Yeah, yeah. Look, just tell me how much money I have to pay for you to stop calling. Whatever you want. Whatever you
The
want.
concept of money is like one of the most unnatural things I feel like in our lives.
It
right?
is, it
The
is, yeah.
idea that, like, you have to barter and negotiate, and then it becomes even more complicated because
Mhm.
there's so many other factors involved.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right, I think, to almost everybody.
Of
So
course.
if you like that,
Unless you have an obscene amount.
you're
Well,
You have
yeah,
so much
then.
that you
Well,
can't
yeah,
count
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
and it
but
all
then
feels
at that
right.
point, then you're probably paying someone to hide most of your money.
Well,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
so it's like
you have so much you're hands off completely at that
yeah,
point.
yeah. You're either coaching the team or you're dodging the other players.
I'm
That's
trying to get my spending down below 10,000 a day.
So I tell you.
Jesus fucking Christ! Did you imagine that?
That's the government. What are you talking
Oh my
about?
God. Well, yeah, that is that.
Yeah.
That's how we do our annual budgets.
Mhm.
I mean, but it had to have an individual that have that kind of a problem, and we all know that
We
there are
just had a
people out
space
there.
race between two people.
Yeah, right. Exactly right. Yeah. Again.
Neither was for the advancement of humanity.
No.
Yeah.
No.
At
Just to
all.
see who could build a dick rocket first.
That's exactly right.
My dick's bigger than your dick rocket.
My dick's going to go into space far before yours does. Let me tell you.
It's a giant. It is a literal giant dick measuring contest.
Yes, exactly. That's
In
exactly right.
Proportions so humongous that they can't even be bound to this earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they can't spend all the money down here. They figure, well, stuff must be more
Yeah.
pricey in space.
Well, you want to make sure you don't help people too much. because
No,
then,
yeah.
then they'll get used to
That's
it. They
right. You
might
need
get
to
out
keep-
of a ditch that they're in.
You got to keep it separated. We
Yeah.
we learned that back in the
Yeah,
90s.
Keep the pores together.
That's right. Yeah.
You know?
You all you Earth dwellers down there, you all just stay down there and fight with your debt or whatever you've got.
This has
I
all
love to
been
watch them
foretold.
fight for my penis rocket.
It's been amazing. And I can see it all from space. I just floating around up here, watching them with giant binoculars.
Space Butler!
Fly up here. He's got
Space
Iron,
Chiefs.
he's got Iron Man.
Another plate of tartar, please.
Yeah.
Space tartar.
And don't let it cook in the atmosphere this time. I don't care if build something, put something around
Build
it.
something. Build it.
Get one of those pizza bags that they deliver it with. That's all them.
I funnel you money. You figure it out. That's what I'm here for.
I'm
That's
too,
what
busy,
you're here for.
I'm too busy watching George Bush in the library up here. He don't know what any of those things are. It's just painting.
He's just sitting on it.
He's building a chair out of these classic novels. Ooh, look how high I am.
He's going with Tale of Two Cities for the seat. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Well, speaking of interesting choices, apparently Roger Stone and our dear friend of the show, Alex Jones, are both going to be indicted.
Alex Jones is about to sell a lot more tactical baths.
We're going to have a Black Friday tactical bath sale. Let me tell you, you better get ready.
But you're still paying full price because he needs the money.
People, by that he means he's going to try and sell you a lot of them, not that they're on sale.
This whole show's just going to be an ad.
Just doing a whole bunch of sales. Yeah, it's starting to sell a whole bunch of stuff. It's going to turn into a telemarketing business, basically. Yeah, I don't think he can handle very many more financial hits.
Some people collect stamps. Some people collect fine china, awards. Alex Jones collects indictments.
Indictments, exactly right.
His behavior has led him to be indicted, I think, several times at least.
It just goes to show you the accordion nature of our country. You know, we just go, everything gets big and loud and very far apart, and then everybody's like, wait a minute, why are you assholes making all that noise? And they're like, got to pull it back in, and then we make a whole bunch more noise, and then everything smashes together, and everybody's like, why is someone playing the accordion right now?
Yeah, that's a perfect analogy because all accordion music fucking sucks. The sound is shit.
Although I'd take an accordion over a bagpipe any day.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, the droning is very difficult there.
I don't know if we have any listeners in Scotland, but we're sorry.
Put the bagpipes down.
Put them down.
Yeah, don't play bagpipes and listen to our show. I think it's contraindicative. I think the doctors don't recommend that. I don't know, maybe.
Well,
my guess.
It hasn't been disproven, and that's all you need.
That's the only thing that you need to know is that it hasn't been proven wrong, and therefore it's right. Right? That's exactly what I heard.
There's entire movements based on this.
That's what we learned from Alex Jones.
That's right.
Christianity.
Our guiding lights.
That's right.
Alex Jones and God.
There they are.
Hey, don't forget Joe Rogan. He's in there too. The Holy Trinity.
Big old
Joe Rogan.
Ivermectin.
Ivermectin. Tactical bath, and then we'll go home.
Bone broth.
Love some good bone. Love to sip some good bone broth in my tactical bath. Absolutely.
Hoping I can get a tactical sandwich. You know,
that's right. Yeah, you need a little. Could I get a tactical grilled cheese with my tactical soup?
C4 in between pieces of bread. You take one bite of it, your whole head explodes.
It's an explosion of flavor.
That's right.
Take that, Doritos.
Flavor blasted.
You imposters.
Yeah. Getting a little overboard there with the flavor dusting, and then they sprinkle it with a little bit of gunpowder, just a little black powder on top to flavor. They do it to taste.
A dash of ivermectin.
A little bit of ivermectin. You got to, just in case, you never know if you're going to have to travel long distances, and you want that virility of the horse.
You don't want any worms in there.
No, if there's worms, you've got freeloaders, and there's one thing we know: we don't want anybody coming in if they're not documented. We need to document every worm that gets into my body. We almost did a story today for Weird News about a guy has a tapeworm in his brain.
Oh God!
That's what he gets for snorting water. So,
I think we've actually covered something very similar to that.
Yeah, in the brain?
Past. Yeah, like in the head, like having a tapeworm.
There's like parasites and stuff that have like killed people because they get in through their nose.
Yeah,
munch on their brain or whatever.
It happens.
Or poop up there, whatever they're doing.
If I lived in a place, in fact, even the place I live in now, I'm still afraid to go like tempting fate and go into like dirty water or like be around shit that doesn't look like totally cleaned or cared for.
I don't know what there is to do in dirty water.
Right, exactly. Well, I mean,
get wet. I guess that's about it.
You do that with clean water too.
What's the point using a tactical bath if the water's clean already? That's what you need to ask yourself.
Right. You gotta dirty yourself up first.
Why are we getting all these black ops people involved with my bath?
Yeah.
There's a whole SWAT team dropped in from the ceiling when you drop it in.
And they just shoot the water to make it clean.
It's just shoot these impurities.
You're just
right
like, all right, well. You just open it up. It's just a little tube. Looks like what they use to carry film in. You pop the top off and you dump it out. And it's just a little beacon that blinks. And like, what the fuck? And then a bunch of ropes just drop from the ceiling. And then a flash grenade comes down, explodes, blows your toilet in half, and all the lights go out, and then these guys rappel down with night vision goggles. They just shoot the shit out of your tub. God damn, this tactical bath is intense.
One of them's got a bucket of soapy water. The other one's got a sponge.
Scrubbing away like they're fucking doing the fucking what the fuck is that called? The curling. Yeah, like
Oh, it's Canadian special ops.
that's right. Yeah.
They'll get you frighteningly clean.
Oh my God, this is terrified.
Seconds flat.
I'm terrified. I'm clean inside and out. Didn't stand a chance.
I'm gonna need a mop for the shit on the floor.
God, I hope you guys do full detailing because I need a lot of work in here now.
And who's gonna fix the roof?
Who's gonna fix it? I got a giant fucking hole in my bathroom.
I'm gonna need a tactical roof.
Yeah. Do you guys sell tactical roofs?
What's a roof that would keep you guys out? I need one of them. Just get like tank parts getting welded up on top of
You
your
gotta
roof.
weld your ceiling back together. Yeah.
Decommissioned tanks.
You can only use a tactical bath in an underground bunker. It's in the fine print.
I think a tactical bath would just be like being bombed by mustard gas. This will clean you right up. No need to get clean when you're dead.
That's right. You won't breathe anymore, and therefore all the impurities are gone. That's how it works.
The impurity was you.
you were the dirty thing. That was
dirtying
the
up.
joke.
You're like Pigpen. You're just dirtying everything around you.
Everywhere.
You got a cloud of filth
Everywhere.
following you. That's how we deal with problems here in the government.
That's
we
it.
shoot them.
We get them right out of here.
I've only dreamed. I'll hear you say something.
Yeah, like the poster boy hero for like independence and
Exactly
freedom,
right.
right?
Just
Guy
swinging
who
in.
goes on a
Killed a shitload
PTSD
of cops.
murder fest.
Yeah, everybody's dead now.
I didn't want that.
Well, you killed them anyway.
This is like, not to get too topical, but that's basically like what has happened recently.
Yes, it's very true.
Strut down the street with a fucking automatic weapon, shoot
Yeah.
somebody. Whatever.
Walking down a street in a different state than you live in.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
right.
where you shouldn't even be in the first fucking place, and you're 17 years old
Yeah, that's
for
it.
fuck's sake.
I'm not an adult. I can wander wherever I want.
Like, if you, I'll just be anywhere.
Yeah, whatever I want to do.
Fine.
Grown-up rules don't apply to me.
I'm practically a baby.
Yeah.
I just gave up my rattle yesterday.
Yeah, exactly right.
Traded it for this AR-15.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't making enough noise, so I needed something a little bit louder. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
I barely killed one person with that rattle.
Yeah, right.
Took a lot of effort.
Yeah.
I like to just push the trigger and boom, 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 they're dead.
And there you go. Then I just want to pull the trigger and then end up in court. That's what I'm looking
Magic
for.
bullets.
Magic bullets. They just go round corners. All kinds of things happen.
You're gonna love this.
Yeah, you
Magic bullet.
Right.
Yeah, you empty a magazine and you end up in court.
There you go. That's it. It's
Teleport bullets.
one goes to the other. It has been nothing but garbage.
Yeah, I feel like just every day goes by.
Every
my
single
eyes clear
day.
up for the nonsense, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't care what side of the fence you are on that issue. You better fucking agree that you're instigating something. Okay, it's very clear that you're instigating it. Why the fuck are you even out there?
Right.
Shut up, go home, in your fucking house, in your bed, and the end.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't even have that common sense, why are we arguing about it? It's just so stupid.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's so fucking dumb. I hate everybody.
Yep. Everybody.
Okay?
Everybody
I look
just
in
needs
the
to.
mirror every day and I think, why did I have to be born a human being?
Yeah.
I hate this.
I know it's been weird for me. Like I don't get on Facebook very often, but like
Yeah.
Good for you.
That's
though.
a good thing to do.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, just to promote the Nightmare Show. And that's
Right. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
But anyway, like I got on there and like some people on Instagram that I like know personally
Mhm.
that were like stoked about all the Rittenhouse shit. And,
Yeah.
like, some of the other stuff that's been going on. It's like why are you excited about this?
Right. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah. This is what you're
who-
choosing to talk about.
this kid killed 2 people.
Yeah.
Almost a third, and
Right.
like we're cheering for him.
Hooray. Yeah.
Why?
Right.
Like
right.
in a state that he didn't belong in.
Yeah. It's
How is it? I don't understand. Like, this is so profound to me, and it fucking makes me sick that we are in this habit of like celebrating misery.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's exactly what
Real
it is.
fucking misery. There's
Yeah.
crime shows about people dying. There's TV shows about people's like I don't know, just traumatic, horrifying events where the
Right.
news cycles are running about like this
course.
disgusting shit and people are picking sides. How about we focus on the fact that people are dying and it sucks?
Yeah, right.
Like that shouldn't be happening in
Yeah.
the first place.
Right, exactly
Yeah.
right.
What is going on?
Yeah, it's complete garbage.
Right, wrong, or indifferent. It's insane.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We're all in the toilet.
It's
We are
it's
Fucking world's so
it's
fucked
it's,
up.
it's all been over for a long time.
wreck right now.
You call Spectrum, you tell them, I don't give a shit about this. There's worse shit on the local news.
Go ahead, pull the plug. I'll kill you. It's exactly what it is.
These are the only bright spots I have in this world.
It is. It is. Yeah.
Things like that.
There's not much else. But so let's see what else is happening. So last week I forgot to talk about this. So we've got the Winter Olympics coming up. Okay. Everybody's prepping for snowy God time, and we're
Snowy God time?
yeah, the Olympians.
the
Yeah,
Winter- the
yeah.
Winter
Snowy
Olympics.
God?
Yeah, right. Yeah, snowy God time. That's what we call
That's the
it.
Greek translation.
That's right. Yeah. They abbreviate it.
Honor the snow gods. And
That's right. Exactly.
I'm not going to get you on that track, even though I'm curious about what the snow gods are.
Balto, all those guys. Anyhow, so
Oh, the dog, right?
Rudolph, yeah, Santa Claus. They're all dog gods.
Frosty the Snowman.
It's Frosty the dog man. Frothy the dog
Frothy
man.
the dog man.
he's got rabies.
He's like the god of winter rabies.
Yeah, that's not the one that you want to meet at the mall. He does hang out there, but you
That's,
you want to stay far away from Frothy the dog man.
That's not snowing.
At least
now,
he's easy
kids.
to spot.
Yes, exactly right. Yes.
Well, it depends if it's snowing or not. That it just looks like he's having a good time.
Well, just doing the Polar Express 100-meter dash, just trying to get. So that was great, good, Greg. But yeah, so that's coming up. We're talking about the
Winter Olympics.
the amazing nature.
Yeah.
Of let's take a stick and see if I can jump over this other stick. And so I was talking with Deirdre about this the other day, and we were hypothesizing that basically it's like the reverse limbo, like how high can you go, sort of thing. So
How high can you
how high can you go?
I've seen how low you can go.
That's right. We had enough of that. It's time to go up now. It's elevation time. But
Is there winter pole vaulting? Is that
well,
what we're talking
but
about?
see, that's the thing is that I think that there should be.
Oh,
I think it
okay.
should be incorporated into skiing.
Land on the hard compacted snow. When you get
Just off of the roof, just see if you can just go clear over a house, do a little flip, and then right into the snow.
Yeah.
We did it when we had the blizzard.
If
Why
you're
can't we
lucky-
do it again?
If you're lucky and you land right on the stretcher, they can get you.
That's what you want, right? They just open up the top of the ambulance.
I have jumped from pretty high into snow, and I can attest that it'll cushion you up. It's like Mother Goose.
Not when it's compact. Not when
It'll
20
cradle
other,
you.
when 20 other people have landed on that same
Well,
snow.
yeah, you gotta
it's
fluff it up a little
That
bit.
2 feet of snow is 3 inches thick.
Yeah,
Well,
you gotta
that's true. That's
turns
true.
into
too.
And
ice.
it's fucking concrete.
I feel like there's a lot of snow around usually, so I think you should just put lanes, for one for each person.
That's the idea.
But
It's
Chris,
like swimming.
Chris wants to put them all in the one lane so that the last guy,
Single file. Everybody gets single
last
file.
guy
here.
breaks all his fucking bones.
That's
just
right, yeah.
hitting straight concrete.
He always seems to be able to close with a great little spin there, and there he is. He's completely shattered.
And his
Hey,
fingers.
His career is
His
over.
brains are all over the map.
It's like, well, he might get points for that. We might get points deducted. We're not sure.
He's Russian. They were going to kill him anyway.
That's right.
Technically, he
They
won
only
because his
get one.
brains flew another
That's-
extra
That's
20 feet.
right.
And it's still part of
it
him.
still counts. It still counts. It's all about that length. You got to get the height and the length.
Could you imagine a person doing like a long jump? They cut their arm off in the middle and chuck it as far as they can. I'm technically that far. That's my arm.
I taped my finger down with a finger pointing so that I knew right where I was. As you can see, it's like Grendel's arm in Beowulf. Just gonna put it over the mead hall now. But yeah, I don't know.
So you were talking about the winter sports.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah, just that I find a lot of the because the curling, as I was talking about earlier, that to me is the most entertaining winter sport
I love it
because
it's nonsense.
It not only is it nonsense, but it's also way too much effort to
Yes.
just have a rock slide,
This
a
is
rock
like-
with a handle slide down a bowling alley.
This
lane.
is like the
Yeah.
games me and Greg would invent. When we
Yes,
were
it's
kids.
exactly right. Yep.
Look for the hardest way to do something.
Yep, that's it. It's,
and then we'll do it.
it's like a Rube Goldberg machine, but not entertaining to watch. Yeah, exactly. Right.
All the complexity and none of the
Yeah, I feel like
versatility.
with curling, like once one team has swept the floor, it's been swept.
Yeah, what are they going to do? Go and mess it up
Clean
again?
now.
Yeah, they're just going to dump a whole bunch of fresh
Yeah,
ice
like,
on top.
After their team's done, they just go kick all the shit.
Yeah, we
back
just
in the
hose
middle.
it. We just hose it down. You guys can go ahead again.
Somebody's got a pocket full of gravel. They're
Right.
trying to like sneakily throw.
It is. That's an interesting variability, though. Like when what you're talking about, because obviously it's ice, and so like yeah, they could probably sweep it even like more smooth because
Mhm.
you know as ice is pretty thick. However, they're probably in a temperature controlled area, right?
Yeah.
So isn't that just being a stable? Like you wouldn't actually really make it cleaner, right? Because
Well, it's not the idea of cleaning it. No, because the way that they
like smoother. I mean,
Yeah.
like, it wouldn't get smoother.
Yeah,
I
believe it or
watched
not, I
somebody-
don't understand the sport, so
I do. I
understand
watched
science
somebody. I watched somebody talk about.
We need to
this.
get a goose on the show.
We need a
Canadian
goose. Can we get a
Juan,
goose?
can
Is
you
there-
pull up?
Juan, can you pull up
how
Canadian
curling
goose?
works?
Yeah. Pull up a Canadian goose explaining curling.
Just give us a brief 1 sentence summary.
That's right. We just want to know about that. Oh, okay. Affleck, I got it. So, but they basically they use this broom thing to create either a smoother surface or a rougher surface, depending upon how they want
Oh.
the rock to move.
So they
That's
are
the
kind of
process.
between roughing and smoothing it up.
Yeah.
But it looks like they all have the same broom.
Yeah, it looks that way, but the way that they use it either clears the space or
Okay.
it messes the space up.
Gotcha.
This is
Yeah.
a game for cold janitors.
It's a cold janitorial game. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, this. Oh, Zach's here and he wants to know who released Chris from the coffee can, and he says that you owe him $20 for the shaman.
Wait, I owe him $20?
Yeah, you do.
What the fuck? I'm the victim here.
Well, that's the idea. You should have been aware of the contract you entered into when we put you in that coffee can.
Zach
Yeah.
works for the IRS.
Well, I'll write you a check, but you're gonna want to wait till Monday to cash that one.
There you go. That's it.
Post-date it.
I gotta move some stuff around.
Just got to shift some monies from different dimensions here. You guys accept?
You guys have Blarf, right?
Yeah, Blarf.
You guys use Blarf in this
Blarf coin.
Blarf coin. Yeah.
Blarf coin. I'm telling you, it's going crazy next next year.
You
I
have no
swear.
idea.
It's gonna go absolutely to the moon.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to contain. I mean,
I'll
I'm
barely be able to imagine it.
going to be shooting my dick into space before you know it.
My dick's the next one up there.
That's right.
I guarantee it.
That's right. That's it.
Would you?
I don't even need a rocket.
All I
No
need to
rocket
do
necessary.
is just get a little excited.
That's right. Just a little bit. All I got to do is look at my Blarf stock. I'll be through the stratosphere in no time.
Is that why Bezos got divorced? Because he just likes looking at his stock. That's the
Yeah,
only thing
it's-
that gets him excited.
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. So he's like, wait, let's put on the stock market channel here. I want to watch a little bit of.
And I imagine his house looks like the Legion of Doom.
Yeah, that's
It has to, yeah.
Like he has
Like a fortress in the fucking ice.
He has crown molding in his house. That's just a ticker tape of all the stock that goes.
It's the bones of all the people that have died in his warehouses.
All these piss bottles of Gatorade just lining a curio cabinet.
He looks like
This is the urine pantry.
yeah, exactly right. Where do you put yours? In the bathroom,
Like the peasants.
like the peasants. What are you just peeing a hole in the ground? Well, you'll make it someday. You'll make
Keep
it
all
someday.
their urine so I can frame them for my crimes.
That's right. Just in case. Just in case.
My piss goes directly into the Amazon warehouse showers so that I can pee straight on the hopes and dreams of all my employees. That is what it means to be rich.
That's money.
They put them in the humidifier.
That's right. It's
all
in the
breathe in
air.
my piss.
That's right. That's how you become an employee.
And
I
it's-
become part of you.
It's purer than air because it's my
Yeah,
piss.
exactly
And
right.
who is the richest person here?
That's right.
I am divine.
Yeah,
I'm rich, which means I'm smart and right.
that's right. Exactly.
Smart and the most morally sound person on the planet. Because money equals values and qualities, doesn't it?
Right. The number one.
Doesn't it? God
Number one.
damn sons of bitches.
Number one.
Number one.
All right,
I'm
Pores.
number one.
Come on, everybody. Yeah.
Wait, come on, nobody.
No,
This
hey,
one's
shut up!
fine.
You all shut up! I'm the one that's the
Pores,
best.
Pores,
That's it.
please stop.
Change,
Please stop
change.
talking.
Yeah.
I'm speaking now.
You had your chance. I took a breath there for a minute. You could have chimed in.
This is all fair game in my opinion, because anybody who is actually anybody who is like a philanthropist,
Yeah.
per se, wouldn't have that much fucking money.
Well,
Like,
that's what
I
a
would argue the
philanthropist
idea
is.
I mean, like anyone that cares about the
Yeah.
advancement of human beings. or just
like being
about other people.
altruistic. You mean?
Yeah, altruism is a great word. for
No.
it.
Yeah,
If you're an altruist, you don't have that much money
no.
because you've given it elsewhere.
It's all right, exactly. Yeah, because you haven't
You don't
spent the
need it.
money to ship your money off to offshore bank accounts. You've spent your money to actually help people.
Fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I'll pay you $4.8 billion so that you can hide the rest of my $300 trillion. Sure. I don't
Look,
want
I
anybody
just-
to know I can help them with it.
Yeah, just donated $500,000 to this charity.
Just whatever.
I wipe my ass with $1 million.
Yeah. Why is that highway so loud? I want to build a library there so it stays extra quiet. Go ahead, do whatever you need to do. Just build it out of money. I don't care, whatever.
I'm pretty sure Bezos is one of those guys in Squid Game where he's like betting on the lives.
Gotta
of
be.
people.
He's got to be. Yeah,
He has to be.
watching behind two-way mirrors, one-way mirrors.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I really thought he was going to do it. I thought he was going to be the one, but oh well. Guess
Well, there goes 100 trillion. Whatever.
another Chris Fate. What are we
always-
going to do here? Well,
always next
get the
year.
shaman. Get him back in here. Yeah. I want him to be back alive. I really have a feeling about this one. There's something here. Something.
A dimension of Chris game.
Yeah, Chris.
It's all a variety of Chris's playing deadly games.
Yeah, that's it.
Trying to find who is the best Chris
The
of all
twist is
dimensions.
that there's a Chris running the game.
Yes, exactly.
Yes!
Right. He's got it, and he has a scar over his eye.
Yes.
Got to.
This is it.
That's it. That is the future in which we now live.
This is not. It's not even a show because it's real.
No, it's real now. It's real.
gonna
It's become the reality that we now exist in. But speaking of realities we exist in now, let's do some weird news. Let's
go back to the reality.
Why
Get
not?
weird with it.
Back to reality. That's a song, isn't it? Yeah. What is that?
Sounds like a
Oh,
song.
it's a song.
It is.
I don't know the lyric. I don't know the rest of it, but
Back to reality.
Back
Is it back to life?
reality. I don't know if it's life.
I know it's back to reality is the end of the line. You're right, but I can't remember what that.
It's just a little, bouncing around in my brain. Just 1
there you
minute.
go, just a little,
Actually more like 5 seconds.
just a little jingle. Yeah, you gotta have a little jingle every once in a while. Anybody know what that song is? Soul to soul, back to life. Juan says.
Juan, you are the fucking best. God almighty, dude.
Untouchable.
He's got it.
Untouchable.
This is why you will always be number one.
That's
It's
right.
in the
Yep.
name.
Nobody with it. Yep.
It's in the name and it's in the action. Damn, Juan, that's awesome.
And he was quick on that too,
He wa-
because there's a delay.
Dude,
there's a delay between what we're saying and what they're hearing.
He
So
answered, I think, before we even asked.
I'm pretty sure. This is it.
I think
Now he's reading our thoughts.
That's
in the
right.
in the absence of Chris, he might have obtained some of that interdimensional powers.
I think that's what happened.
Must
yeah,
have.
because they were up for grabs. Why wouldn't he? It would be foolish not to claim
I'm
some.
leaking everywhere.
Yeah, he is.
we are,
That's
we
true.
are like dimensional interstices
Yeah.
here on this show.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Now I'm gonna. Before I forget, here we're gonna share this screen. Juan says, as soon as you started singing it, he knew.
Yeah, that's right. Juan is
He's on top
very
of it.
familiar with the classics. I'm not too surprised that he would
No, he's
be right on top of it.
He's right on top. Okay, so we've got that. All right, let's do the weird news now, internet folks. Maybe if it'll work here. That's the one that we want. Here we go.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news.
Weird news on the Kickstarter now.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used a witchcraft hold me to get the fire off me! Oh, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. The human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has authorship.
And now with this week's weird news, here's March.
Righty. So for our first story here, I'm just gonna tell you up front, we're still scraping the barrel. What's wrong with you? You all right?
Just making sure I'm doing the forward.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, make
forward
sure
on the microphone.
Got to speak into the diaphragm, as they say. Shut up, Chris. You're talking the wrong direction. Your microphone's on the other wall.
Oh,
yeah, there we go.
In the other room.
It's in the other room. Yeah. All right. So for our first story here, brace yourselves. An Alabama engineer took inspiration from his childhood to break a Guinness World Record. And you know what that means if we're starting with Guinness World Record.
It's all downhill from here.
Yep. Actually, we do have a kind of something for the very end, but not much. But anyhow, so Michael Pick of Huntsville, a software engineer and YouTuber, earned the record by building a version of a Nerf and Strike Elite Long Shot CS6.
It's a classic
Yeah,
firearm.
of course, we all know.
I've seen them at gun shows.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah. That measures 12 feet 6 inches. That's 300% larger than the original toy.
Do you think he's compensating for something?
It's got to be. As you can see, he's painted it and everything. That's
I'm impressed those wheels work on the grass.
I'm very impressed that they work on the grass. It's got to be AstroTurf or something there. That's the real marvel right there.
He's in Huntsville, Alabama, right? It's all weeds.
It's all weeds.
There isn't a single bit of real grass there.
There's no grass. Pick's creation had to be fully functioning. A fully functioning Nerf gun longer than the 6 foot creation previous record holder of Mark Robber. Maybe he made it, maybe he didn't, maybe he just stole it. But the challenging part of his build would have been to make the air system fit into the shell of the Nerf gun, since my supersized build had to be exactly scaled to the standard. The space I had to work with was very limited. Nevertheless, I found a way to make everything fit. Well, if you can't make the way to get everything to fucking fit when it's 300% larger, you got a problem.
Yeah. Wouldn't that just be easier to craft everything?
Yeah, how could it not be?
Replicate
everything? I think most Nerf guns work off of a plunger.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's all it is.
You cock it back, you create air
a vacuum,
space, and then
when
you pull the trigger, it pushes it forward.
Either that or it's spring loaded.
Right, exactly. Right. Yeah, that's the other
this thing, and this is basically a fucking cannon, right? You could actually kill someone with it.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. I wonder how many people he obliterated with it.
Well, it's Huntsville, Alabama. They estimate their population, so it's
some get lost in the swamps and the drifts.
We can't
in the sky and the air. We don't know.
Like there's
30 gator gods that are left over from the original Native Americans.
Our population
That's right. We can't account for all the mythical creatures down here. So
30 to 7,000 people.
Whatever. Yeah, right. So somewhere in there, there's enough people to work at the IRS. That's all we know. That's all that matters, really.
All we know is the taxes never stop getting collected.
They never stop knocking on my door.
You make as many Nerf guns as you want. They'll never stop.
They never stop. I have turrets above my house just loaded full of Nerf guns.
What I'm wondering, and maybe the article will get to this.
Yeah.
But what I'm wondering is how much this thing costs to make.
Well, believe it or not, it does not
nowadays.
It does not cover that. Well, but that would be the curious thing to see what he crafted out of plastic, because obviously the barrel is made out of like a PVC, because you can see the inside is white.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see if he crafted the rest of this out of plastic, or
how
if
big is 3D printer?
I bet you a lot of it is kind of like foam.
Yeah.
And probably some PVC and some just like random plastic and things, like large sheets of plastic, maybe like siding and things like that.
Well, I don't think so. Not anything that looks.
It's certainly nothing's like 3D printed.
Right.
Well, too big for that.
Yeah, that would be enormous. But the Pick's final creation launches darts made from PVC pipe, foam, and
darts made from PVC pipe?
Apparently.
It's like plumbing getting shot.
Yeah, this is very, very dangerous. And 3D printed caps. The 12-inch darts reach speeds up to 50 miles per hour.
Jesus Christ!
So a foot-long PVC pipe.
There you go.
With some printed plastic
flying
on the front,
at you.
50 miles an hour.
There you go. That's it.
If this thing wasn't comically large and painted like a Nerf gun, if you were to kill someone with that, detectives would never know.
I'm like, what did this? A fucking cannon? What?
There's a giant plumber throwing.
Yeah.
You know what I
plumbing at
think is
people.
we're going to see the next batch of riots that we have.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to
Yeah,
happen.
get that in there.
Just remember, it's Nerf or nothing. So the maximum distance it can fly is about 250 feet. He says it feels amazing. I've spent a lot of time and effort on this build, so earning the record is a really nice way to
I'm
end
just
this
picturing
project.
this thing perched on a roof, just shooting people
Yeah,
from the top of a
he's
building.
got to do something with it now. He broke the record. Now what's he going to do? He's got to shoot somebody.
It belongs in a
That's
museum.
exactly right. That's exactly right. Well, I'll tell you what else is in the museum here: a giant 9-foot tall video game joystick.
I feel like these are all your nightmares here, Matt.
They really are.
12-foot Nerf gun, a joystick that you can walk on.
No, what is this, Honey? I Shrunk the
That's
Kids.
basically what's going on. Yeah, maybe that's where my gigantophobia came from. I watched that movie when I was a kid and just permanently damaged my brain.
That's very possible.
And it might be. Who
You
knows?
should sue Rick Moranis.
I'm going to sue Rick Moranis.
or,
Is
just
exactly.
or you could just punch him in the street.
Yeah, whatever I want. Yeah, whatever I need to do. Whatever, or I could just shoot him with the Nerf gun.
Yeah,
So Mary Flanagan, a Dartmouth College professor, created a giant control in 2006 after being inspired to play Atari 2600 video games as a child. She now has been recognized as a record holder for the largest joystick. And, it's made out of wood. and
Oh,
rubber.
sure, a woman's got the
Got a
biggest choice.
She's
To the
got it.
chagrin
She's
of
got
all
it.
men on earth.
That's right. Remember, the button's big too. So the Professor Flanagan added that she wanted to create a device that would encourage people to play with friends, collaborators, or even strangers.
Looks like this kid's about to fall off the thing.
It does. There's a lot of pictures of children walking on it, and it's all in the dark. It's really weird. I don't know. I guess
Is this in her
because
basement?
I guess because there's a projector there. I guess that's why it's so dark. But yeah, they do. They do.
My thing is, like, you could have scaled that down a little bit so it actually was usable.
I
You know
would
what
say
I mean?
it takes two people to use it. Apparently,
Yeah, no
she
shit.
says, it takes at least two people to operate the joystick and push the button to play the classic game, such as Centipede and Breakout. She said, in order to play it, you'd have to, as a player, have a participant in the work to get someone to play with you. It's really impossible to play the game by
it's
yourself.
obnoxious, and it's like to map the controls of a joystick.
Right.
It is obscenely simple.
Yeah.
So the whole fact of it being like the whole point of it being gigantic is just because they could.
I guess
And
it's
that
just
I've-
a why not?
pointless.
I've said this before, and I will continue to say it. We've gone too far as a society,
It's time to turn back.
and we need to start putting people down.
We got it. We got to go. And maybe the Nerf
If-
gun is the answer.
If
Maybe
you know
that's the
someone that
solution.
says, "I want to make a giant Atari controller,"
Right.
that person needs to be put down.
Yep. Goodbye.
If you know somebody that's trying to make a giant Nerf gun that can punch a hole through a human torso, that person needs to be put down.
You just got your number. Yeah, you just got your number.
If we could just open dimensional rifts and just give people directions like, no, take this shortcut down this road.
The sooner the
And
better.
then just send them into some other dimension where they can all just make giant,
or just get eaten by a
Toys
monster.
You just,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
you
a
just
giant
got
old
to,
monster hanging out.
you got to do what you got to do there. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. All right, we're gonna hold on.
that's just obnoxious.
It's crazy. Hold on 1 second.
Either that, or we need to give these people more drugs. I think because they're
Yeah.
getting too creative and they have too much free time. That's a
we-
problem.
We have to tune their drugs right because drugs are very
I mean,
readily
if-
prescribed. So I feel like we're giving them
Honestly,
too much drugs.
I feel like these last two stories, those people could use their lives being ruined.
That's yeah. I don't think that these people know what hardship is.
Yeah, clearly.
If they're inventing it through making gigantic
Yeah.
versions of like
Hey.
child's toys,
It's driving me nuts how much people aren't talking about the Atari 3600 these days.
right?
It's only a 50-year-old console. Why are we talking about this anymore?
What the fuck are you gonna do?
I want Pitfall to be a co-op experience.
Remember this thing that was pretty easy back in the day? Let's make it a lot harder and a lot bigger and just a lot less. Like this is not something you would choose to do. It's not
Yeah.
even an event.
It's literally like no one even asked for it.
Right.
I mean, there are some inventions that nobody would have ever asked for, and they're actually useful.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
a tactical
sure.
bath, for instance.
Right.
But like nobody who needs this. Like,
This serves no purpose except to just
I
like
hope-
flaunt someone's megalomania.
I'll tell you, if this project and the last one, the Nerf gun, were what's the word?
Actualized.
No, like they paid for it themselves. Self-funded.
self-funded, yeah.
God, Jesus. If they were self-funded, I knock 3 spite points off.
3 spite points off.
Yeah.
You get a little.
Yeah.
You,
But if they like started a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter, then I hope they die in a car crash.
yeah, and probably all the people who maybe funded it or chose to fund it. Although a lot of people just put things into Kickstarter to see if it'll happen,
Yeah.
just for the hell of it.
Yeah, I'll give them $1.50. You know,
I think it actually would make it more justified if people actually asked for it or were considering it. These just kind of popped out of thin air, like, oh yeah, I know nobody wanted this Nerf gun, but I wanted to make a giant 12-foot version of it that could shoot people's
somebody made
holes in people's bodies.
Yeah. Somebody made a 6-foot Nerf gun. Like, well, I'll make a 12-foot Nerf gun. Fuck them.
Maybe these people are both people who have some kind of like a fixation on feeling really small.
Could be.
That's probably
Didn't
more
realize
so,
the recording
but-
had stopped. We were vamping.
Oh, they're still going.
Yeah, well, our
Everybody's,
live is
everybody's
still
still
running.
watching.
yeah, I know
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah. Well, just so we can keep the timestamp. That's why.
Oh, fair enough.
But that something was going on with the internet. I don't know. I don't know if everybody was still on with us or not. But
Apologies.
I had to reset the stuff. So anyhow, the impressive joystick is toured around the UK, US, and Spain. But now part of the permanent collection of the ZKM Center for Art and Media in Germany, which is where it's being kept. Of course, they want to keep this gigantic fucking thing. I don't know if we're looking at a bed frame there in the corner of the screen, or if that's some
like a
sort of
railing.
railing. But it's an odd choice.
Yeah. What I was saying when the recording had stopped is that like it's frustrating to me to see this kind of thing because there's literally no purpose.
Yeah,
There's no point to it whatsoever.
There's the function is zero.
like who wants to play a game from 50 years ago
Yeah.
with a controller that you need 2 people to play?
Yeah, well, exactly right. I guess they figured they couldn't build a dick rocket to
If
go into
somebody-
space, so why not just make a giant joystick?
Yeah, if somebody handed me an Atari and like a Pitfall cartridge and said, "I'll give you $10 to play this," I'll just say, "You can keep the $10." Just I don't want to play that.
It's a waste of my time. It would cost me $10 to play it.
It cost me more than $10 to play this game.
It's going to cost you.
Like,
I'll give you-
wait. The controller is obscenely large, and you need to find a friend to play it with. Oh, well, now I'm sold.
Right. I'll give you $10,000 to play this giant Atari game. You can keep the $10. I'm not playing the game.
Nobody plays video games who likes physical effort
No.
and having to cooperate.
Right.
all solo
That was the
games,
downfall of the Wii. Didn't you learn this at the beginning? All right. We want to sit still and be entertained. We want to pretend we're somebody else, not be reminded of how out of shape we are.
Or how small we are. Don't you feel like people already feel so small?
It
in their
helps
lives?
people recapture their youth.
I remember when you were a little tiny. Remember when you were the size of a peanut? Like a fetus? Remember that? When you used to play Atari and your mom stuffed a fucking joystick up her uterus so that you could get in there and with your little frog hands and just start playing a game and pressing a button.
She sacrificed because there was no wireless technology at the time. She had to deal with the uncomfortability.
Oh, that's the way it got,
You know what I
got
was
it
just
back out
thinking?
at least.
That's right. Yeah.
I think this thing's being used for human trafficking. I bet there's a trap door on that thing that
That's
gets
underneath it. We don't need all that space for electronics.
That's why
the
the
circuit-
picture's so
the
boring.
circuit
Yeah,
board.
exactly
She's
right.
falling in.
The circuit board's like the size of a fucking note card.
Waiting.
Yeah.
Just waiting for it. Well, she wanted to investigate the idea of collaborating and sharing an otherwise single-person game experience and also focus the exploration of cultural and sociological efforts.
Or she couldn't afford
On
an
technology.
Xbox.
Well, I don't know. That might have been it. She might have
cost of
never.
this?
She might not have had any friends growing up, and she's like, now they have to
Clearly,
have a friend.
clearly, she didn't have friends
Right.
growing up.
Yeah.
She missed the whole point of this.
You know, this world needs a
General, though.
giant Atari controller.
Jesus, this
I'll make friends because they have to have me to play.
They won't have a choice.
it's like completely missing the mark of anything and trying to find some sort of connection to a medium that you never understood.
No.
That's what I'm getting from this whole experiment.
Right. Yeah, I guess that's really what it is. It's,
Hey, lady, the 1970s called and they don't want this bullshit either.
They said, keep it in there. Keep it in 2020.
it's all right. We're all right. We're fine.
Keep
Shove
it
it
in
up your
that
ass.
Keep it over there.
dumpster fire timeline you're living in.
What if I told you I
We
took
have-
it all around Europe?
We still have the Berenstain Bears, okay? We're in the good Mandela side.
Yeah,
Keep that bullshit over there.
She had,
Dare.
She had to take it all over to Europe because nobody would let her keep it
That's
anywhere.
right. Yeah, they're like, ma'am, you have to move this. It's been in the parking lot for 2 days.
Obstruction.
Yeah,
Put the casters on it like the Nerf guy.
she's going around trying to sell it to a bunch of billionaires. Is probably what it is. The only ones with space big enough for it. Well, speaking
They
of,
already-
Yeah, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Elon Musk said he'd throw it in space for it.
yeah, it's like whatever. I'll put it up there. It could be the biggest Atari controller in space.
Shoot it into orbit.
There you
Don't
go.
you know billionaires don't like to feel small?
Yeah, yeah, exactly
That's
right.
true,
They're
yeah.
small
Idiot.
enough already.
That's why they throw it into space and then it looks small.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you who else looks small. Someone who we've talked about in the
Oh,
past.
goodness.
A woman who's made headlines earlier this year, if you remember, by marrying herself. Do you remember this story here that we talked about?
No.
I do feel a familiar sentiment of that being awesome.
She does look like
Yeah.
the kind of person conceited enough to marry herself.
Well,
We
when
just couldn't find anything more beautiful than what was in the mirror.
well, believe it or not, when we did the story originally, we did not have a photograph of her.
Yeah.
So this sort of we had hypothesized that perhaps she was unable to find someone, but
Well, probably nobody can stand her.
well, I don't know. We'll see, Chris. Apparently, that's no longer the case because now she's heading for divorce court after.
I can't fucking stand myself.
This is all the ploys of someone desperately needing attention. This is the original Instagram influencer.
Well, so
Right.
there's Dalla DiPolito.
Well, I hope she signed a prenup.
Oh, who the fuck is that?
Well,
Wait, I've heard that name before.
yeah, no, but it's not. I don't believe it's.
Oh, he's maybe just making
yes,
some
yeah,
kind of reference joke.
yes.
I'm so sorry, Juan. Wasn't even familiar enough with the reference.
So she's heading for divorce court after confessing that she's met someone else. Juan says, "Haha, he's kidding."
Oh, thanks.
This is another person that can just be put down.
Well, get
I think
get
I
in
might-
line for the Nerf firing squad.
Yeah. I think all that.
You want a cigarette? It's plastic. It's one of the candy ones you get at the pool,
I think that tirade appeal
and
being.
it's enormous.
I think my tirade appeal being put down happened off the air, but
We'll give you a bubble gum cigar. How about that?
so far all the stories
Jesus
we've done, all these people can be put down.
Yeah,
we don't need them
we're,
around.
we're checking all the boxes so far. So Chris Galera grew tired of relying on men, so she decided to marry herself in a formal ceremony, which was held in September of this year. The 33-year-old model insisted she wasn't, quote unquote, disappointed not to have a groom and instead was embracing going at it alone.
This is
So
what-
she just made all her friends give her gifts. That's
Right,
what this
right,
was.
exactly.
This
right.
is conceit on the highest level, and this is also like probably some kind of once again tax avoidance where she can claim that she's jointly filing if she's legally married
I'm
to herself.
sorry, I can't answer any questions, officer.
Can't
It's
be compelled to
spousal-
testify against my spouse. Are you
Spousal
fucking
privilege.
kidding me? This is fucking
I bet that's what
genius.
it is. She's human trafficking with the Atari folks.
She's directly responsible.
Holy
Absolutely.
Fuck. That's
Yeah.
kind of. With that in mind, how
Yeah.
would they ever allow her to be married to herself unless it's
I
like
guess we'll
purely
just have to shoot her in the
ceremonial?
head.
Chris really wants to kill people today.
Chris is-
He's been going
Bloodlust
all the
from another
that's right.
dimension.
The violence is just
There were a lot
oozing
of
from
there were
him.
a lot of people rubbernecking on the way up here. I've been in a murderous rage ever since.
So when Chris goes away from the show too long, he gets filled with
This
contempt.
is homicidal rage. Yeah,
We got a little bit of a homicidal Chris.
and that's the reason. This
From
this
the
lady's
blood
name is Chris
dimension.
too. That's the thing. He's
There can be only one.
fiending. Yeah, he's fiending for dominance here.
The fact she has better tits than I do.
That's right, exactly. That is why you're upset. Fortunately, Chris, who hails from Sao Paulo, Brazil, said she had met someone special and has even started to fall in love, despite vowing to go solo.
Let's hit that bouquet.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. She's going to marry the flowers now. But I was happy while it lasted. She said, I started to believe in love the moment I met someone else special. Talking about this is 2021, folks.
I'm
a
just
2021
this is
story.
2021.
Beyond frustrated right now.
Oh, this is.
Chris is in the seething dimension at this
This
moment.
fucking world's so fucked up.
Calm down. They're old ones. They don't stay babies forever, idiot. Fucking stupid asshole.
I feel like it's kind of like the feeling when you're like you feel like you're going to start crying, but you're holding it back. we're like that. But instead it's like I feel like I'm going to implode like a dying star reading the story. But we got to finish it.
This is my feelings all day long.
My journalistic integrity is at stake here.
And we never lie.
We never lie. Fucking lie. Never. I
don't want any questions about the table.
Oh, Jesus. So on her wedding day, Chris could be seen showing off her tattoos in a stunning, plunging white dress, posing outside of a Catholic church in her native Brazil. She said, reflecting on her impressive outfit, she said, I wanted to highlight my best features.
My big tits and my ass.
My breasts. So I wore a killer neckline, she says.
Yep. Not your
personality.
You
can see the bottom of her tits.
You can see that. You can see the tan lines. It's just like there's so many. Let's just fast forward.
You know how my name is Earl opened with him doing all that bad stuff.
Right.
He gets the lotto ticket.
Right.
Runs down the street celebrating. Gets hit by a bus.
Yeah.
I hope that happens to her.
Well, Chris, we'll have to wait till next week to see if she's now getting divorce from I don't know what.
It's all just a cry for attention. Like to even do
what
any
makes you
of
say
this.
That?
She seems like a very humble person.
Yeah.
Not interested in attention whatsoever.
So complete, she married herself.
It really is just it's pathetic as fuck. I don't know. Look, if you guys don't end up in our new weird news segment every single week, you don't count yourself as being in the top percentage of people in this world. Okay.
Mickey says she'd drowned in the ocean. That's for sure. That's very, very true.
She's got built-in flotation devices.
No, they don't float, Chris. Don't you know that? No,
I didn't. That's why I just said
saline sinks. Saline sinks.
As quick as Juan is with pop culture information, Matt is
he knows about prosthetics.
Prosthetics and
is that prosthetic?
All kinds of body info.
It's not. Well, it could be prosthetic if you have maybe a mastectomy or something like that, but. I don't know that would necessarily qualify as prosthesis. I don't know.
Are there hooks on the end?
Well, there are hooks. Hey, listen, that neckline doesn't plunge that much, so we don't know. We don't know what's going on. But best. Well, you never know.
Now I feel like it was a joke, but I feel like there's some utility about it.
You never know. You never know what might be going on there. It might be rations. We don't know what's going on.
Hey, could yeah.
We're not here to judge. We're not God.
Could be space ice cream.
Space ice cream. Who knows what's going on?
What I'm curious about is the caliber of human that knows that she did this and is like, that one's mine.
Yep. There we go. I mean? That's Chris, it.
As we've established, though.
Trash it. This one's garbage.
As we've established, the level of intelligence and
probably just somebody trying to boost their Instagram followers.
Yes.
That's the reason why this is so nauseating.
The human value that exists in this world is diminishing at an alarming rate.
Yeah, it's exponential.
Right? Exponential, no doubt about it. So yeah, I mean, this is she looks a certain way. Who cares what what tactics or stunts she's doing?
Which ones can
That's all that matters.
It's more important. That's all we need to know about.
Yeah, who cares?
Well, I'll tell you who does care here in Australian zoo.
God almighty. I don't even. Oh, I can't look at this anymore.
An Australian zoo has a new addition that's getting attention. A mega spider that measures 3 inches from foot to foot.
And they haven't seen it for 4 days.
And then
so if you see it,
and they said, no worries, mate, because it's fucking Australia, and that's the least deadly thing in the town.
They washed up on a shore in Ireland.
Yeah, exactly. I almost did another fucking story, and it was in Ireland.
I was catching up on old episodes
Jesus
today,
Christ.
I love the hard hat one. That's one of my favorite stories.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, it was wild. Well, officials at the Australian Reptile Park say that the arachnid is the largest funnel web spider in the park that the park has ever seen. Its jaws are reportedly so strong they can pierce through human fingernails.
Holy shit.
And I'm looking at the picture. If you're just listening, do yourself a favor, maybe go on our page and take a look at this.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. I shivered.
It's big. It's fat.
The fangs on this motherfucker are huge.
They're enormous.
Huge.
Like you put them together, that's the size of the thorax.
Pinky or something.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's literally like, they look like they're my 2 fingers right here in my hands. Oh my God, this guy.
Wait,
just,
they are your two fingers. Look
That's I'm gonna hit Rick Moranis twice. This is his fault somehow.
pow, pow.
That's it. Well, an anonymous donor apparently gifted the spider to the park, where it's now being used as an anti-venom. Yes, exactly. In an anti-venom program. Officials say they hope the donor comes forward and helps lead them to other large spiders. What do they think? He's fucking growing them in his basement?
What's the guy? The spider whisperer?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
What the
Good
fuck? And this
God.
thing was just in somebody's house.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how big it is.
Just hanging out.
If
God
the guy that
damn it.
donated, I bet he's using these spiders to kill people,
Gotta be.
and then he's donating them to the zoo.
You go in the basement, it's like
he's
fucking
like-
alien.
he's
They're all
la-
wrapped up
he's
in
la-
giant cocoons.
He's laundering spiders. Is
Yeah.
what he's doing.
Yeah,
Call Jeff Daniels.
gotta get him. Call
Get Jeff Daniels on the case.
Call Jeff Goldblum. Get everybody
All
over
the
there.
Jeffs.
Get them all
All
over there
Jeffs together.
They'll put their heads together. They'll figure it out. But she's unusually large, and if we can get the public to hand in more spiders like her, it'll only result in more lives being saved. Due to
Yeah,
huge-
I'd say so. This thing could kill you without even poisoning you.
it's the only non-human serial killer in the history of the world. Yeah.
If it can bite through your fingernails,
Yeah.
it can pierce your femoral artery and
Yeah.
kill you.
Absolutely. Yep.
It can pierce your jugular. And
Right
kill
in
you.
there. Right in
Wonder
there.
It's a vampire.
It's
I wonder if this
that's
is like the ancestor of the brain bug from Starship Troopers.
Yes,
you know?
gotta be.
Fuck,
Right
yeah.
Through
right
the
through
skull,
there.
you know.
Right through.
Suck all
Right
the
through.
knowledge straight out of it.
Oh man. Yeah.
Which that works in reality.
That's how. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. It's
Thoughts
it's
are
science.
sound.
It's yeah, right. Don't question science. Science
Yeah.
is never wrong.
It hasn't been proven to be false.
That's right. Exactly right. We haven't proven it wrong.
I'm gonna have nightmares about this picture.
Well, it's pretty crazy, and there's a lot more pictures too. When I pulled this image, there was like 4 or 5 of these next. It's sitting next to coins and all kinds of stuff. Wild stuff. Well, we're really keen to find out where she came from and hopes to find more massive spiders
It
like
came
her.
from hell.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's straight out of hell.
Yeah, the park said it'll milk the spider's venom and send it to pharmaceutical companies.
It's gonna milk its venom.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. That's it. That's what they're going to do. They're
Milk that venom.
just
Hit it with a mallet.
He's the milk, huh?
there we go. Yeah, we have him. Yeah, got him. The park
So you
estimates.
almost bit me.
The park estimates
Oh.
that its anti-venom program saves up to 300 lives per year. But how many lives does it cost per year? That's the question. That's like a gambler saying, "Hey, I won $40." Yeah, how much did you
It
spend?
only cost me $8,000.
Why does anyone want to go into space anyways? If you go live in Australia, it's like living on Mars.
It's more terrible.
It's horrific.
It's even more risky to just go out there and be.
Yeah, they have creatures like this, and they have less guns than we do.
right. Yeah, exactly right.
You explain that shit to
They're
me.
just throwing
That-
jars of Vegemite at everything. It's just like Jesus
That's
Christ.
fine, mate.
Yeah,
I
that's
give a fuck.
good. God damn.
That's not a spider.
yeah, right,
This is a
exactly.
spider.
Yeah, they're all trying.
This will kill your whole family in 10 minutes.
Watch.
Yeah. See?
Just chucks it in their living room. Oh God!
1, 2.
Starts counting. Holy shit! I mean, spiders are valuable and generally like pretty. I don't know. Like they're not aggressive. They generally don't want to be around you.
Right, right.
Especially like a funnel web.
Yeah.
They're just off on their own corner doing their thing. They're ambush
I
spiders.
got one right outside my back door, like on the porch.
Do you mean in your pants, Chris?
yeah.
There's one right here in
Hey,
my,
you want to see him?
in my ass.
No, every time I like walk out the door, like right before I like slam the door shut,
Yeah.
I'll just like see him chilling there, and then the door shuts, and he just like runs behind the molding for the door.
That's it.
He's
Yeah.
just back there, just hanging out.
They're pretty good
Hanging
little
out.
pest control creatures.
Yeah.
But God damn it, if I am not absolutely mortified by the sight of them.
Yeah.
I don't know what
That's,
it is.
that's
but
how Alexis is too.
it
fucking terrified.
it like gives me chills.
Hmm.
That picture like gave me like the grossest feeling from my whole body. I was like, whoa. It just ran down my whole spine.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
wish I liked them better. I won't go out of my way to kill them.
Right.
But if they get too close, they're gone.
Juan's telling us to check our shower drains.
Oh,
Juan. I don't know if you've heard this story, and I forgive me if I have told it before. I'm sure I did on this story on this show. Maybe you haven't heard it, Juan. But this was maybe last year. I was like in like August at the height of like spider season. A crucifix spider, big old like we're talking. This is a big motherfucker, like bigger than the one we just saw.
Yeah.
Right. Made a big web across my back door. And I went to take my cat out with me in the morning. I almost walked right into the fucking web, and staring me in the face is this giant spider.
Yeah.
Just chilling
waiting.
in his little X pattern.
Yeah.
I went up. I was like, look, if you were anywhere else, I wouldn't bother you. But I went back into my house. I got my hairspray and a lighter, and I fucking made a makeshift flamethrower, and I burned that son of a bitch off of my back door. And it was like, ah! It was freaking out. Oh, I tried to make it humane, but only so humane.
Just humane enough that I know that I'm gonna need to make an insurance claim for all the melted siding up the back of my house.
That's like that the web I think I told you guys about on here. When I used to live in Dallastown still, and I walked out to like grill something, and there was just this like one web going across the whole like deck, and I like pushed on it with my leg, and it didn't break. It just like moved.
Yeah, just bent. Yeah, yep.
Peter Parker was waiting on the other side of it.
I had to like step on it and like scrape my foot across the deck just to get the fucking web to break.
It's like they're trying to catch you. That's what I felt about the thing on my back door. It was. What else was it trying to catch but me?
That's it.
It wanted to eat me.
It's all those fucking spiders taking their tactical baths.
They're all
tactical spiders.
That's right.
When I opened my curtain right after I had witnessed it and closed the door back up, I was looking at it, and I swear to God, one of its legs
thump on the window.
Yeah.
Well, it was basically like one of its legs came up and started picking its teeth.
Yeah.
And I was like, "You are going to die.
Why won't you die?"
If I had a giant, like Super Mario sized Nerf gun, I would have shot it straight at that fucker.
And imagine what it must be like to be a spider's dentist. That's got to be a terrifying ordeal. You know what I mean?
Well, it'll be
getting a hold of those tools.
It's a quick job.
Tiny. It's a quick job. It's a quick job, but it's a deadly job. A lot of milking involved there. Got to milk a lot of venom out of this.
More of a milker than a dentist.
Right. Has anyone seen the Spider Milkman?
Yeah. We're going through them like paper towels, baby. Like
Where's Ron?
Kleenex.
Ron.
Which one?
Ron number 3.
We all change them to Ron.
We're all Ron.
It's tough remembering their names. Yeah, we're all Ron.
It's actually
now.
the name of the position. It's not even
That's
their
right,
name.
Ron. Yeah, exactly.
Ron the Milkman.
Yep, it's revolving.
Ron the Venom Milkman.
Ronnie Milkman.
Ronnie Milkman. That's you're looking for Ronnie Milkman. Yeah, not the wrestler. Yeah, you got to keep an eye out for him because he doesn't know where he is either. He's been blind for 4 years. It's the only reason we could get him to do this job.
Got bit by one spider.
That's it. It's all
his vision.
It's all it took.
Yeah.
It's all it took.
He
for him.
thought he was going to be Spider-Man, and he just went blind.
Yep. Yeah, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some, and sometimes what you're losing is all your fingers because your blood's been cut off to the rest of your body. Necrosis has set in and made all of your limbs fall off. But you just got to roll with the punches sometimes, and don't forget to check your shower drain. And until next time, we'll see you on another episode with the Kickstart with Matt. I'm falling apart. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Have you been bitten by a spider?
I might have been. I don't know what's
He's
happening.
got milked.
I'm dying. Oh my God. Don't eat too much food on Thursday. And if you do, make sure that you enjoy it. Goodbye.
See ya.
That's the solid advice as you're ever going to get, people.
Don't eat too much.
Honestly. And if you do, enjoy it. I love the like lack of commitment on either end of the spectrum.
Oh my God. All right, internet people, thanks for sticking with us here. The camera is fucking doing all kinds of crazy shit here. We look like we're in a goddamn like Saw like movie. it's here. Hold on, I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see it too.
Oh yes, we're on like the security cameras in the Saw room.
Yeah.
Well, it does look like that.
No, it's not. It's stopped. There it goes. Yeah.
Oh,
So
God.
it's like it's flashing and flickering around.
Oh yes,
It looks just
I
like
love the fact.
I'm not doing it. It's just happening.
That is so awesome.
I don't know why that's going on. Yeah.
Tell us if you like it or not in the comments.
That's right. There you go. It's
Probably because I'm back. You can't handle the.
That's
I
right.
see that there's two little display boxes
That
down
down
here.
there is showing us this screen. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that spider one.
Well, I shouldn't be
affecting
so,
all the webs.
I should not be so public about my horrifying fears because now people can use that to hurt me.
Yeah, you got to be on the lookout for 6
use
people.
it
You didn't watch enough of the Saw movies. That's why. Yeah, that's a spider
monkey.
It's a spider monkey. Is right. That's what Nikki says. Oh God, now it's really going crazy. All right. Well,
the less funny we get, the more it tries to
We're gonna have to
compensate.
start putting an epilepsy.
yeah, I was
warning
going to
at
say
the
before you
start.
guys
Oh
break
my
it.
God.
Before you guys.
I'm actually going to have a seizure.
Before you guys break into epileptic seizures, we're going to leave. So we'll see you next time. Oh, now it stopped. Well, it was just waiting. It was just like, please stop the show. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Take it light. We'll see you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We'll see you next time. Have a good turkey day. See ya.
See you.